What if I told you 2025 is the worst year to buy a house with all the uncertainty? The Canadian real estate market is very volatile and it has been in the history. And if you fall under any of this category, today I will be sharing top 6 reasons why you should not buy a house in Canada in 2025 if you fall under those categories. And even after watching this, if you are still planning to consider to move to Waterloo Region or Toronto, I have an ultimate relocation guide. So just first link in the description, check that out. Now let's check out who should not consider buying in 2025. So the very first one is for short-term purchases. If you're planning to buy a home only to resell it after a few years, think again. Short-term purchase is very volatile, it's not good. Transaction cost, unpredictable market fluctuation, and potential depreciation can significantly impact your profit margin. It's not only the purchase price but also the upkeep and related cost to it like property tax, insurance, any maintenance, closing cost, and more. In a market as unstable as this, it's better to wait until conditions stabilize before making a long-term commitment. Consider buying a house as a primary residence if you plan to stay in that property for at least 4 to 5 years, and that is what we are recommending to all of our clients right now. The second reason is FOMO, that is fear of missing out. In the last couple of years, many people have purchased the property because of this specific reason. Either your friend or someone in the family is buying a home and you jumped into it without having an actual requirement for it. We have a lot of data on that, and that people who bought out of the FOMO are the one who most affected by this because they were not able to afford the house at the very first place, and worse, they jumped to show some people that they have a house. And many people purchased when the market was going up or at the peak, and they thought that they will never able to afford a house again and regretting it right now. So don't buy because everyone else is buying, or the only time you should buy is when it's good time for you. The third one is interest rates are down, but what about the cost? Another reason to think twice is interest rate. But right now, interest rates are lower than before. This might be time for a good deal. It sounds really nice. However, lower interest rate can also sometimes hide other problems in the economy. This means that even if you pay less money in interest at first, things might change later. You could end up paying more. And just to give you an idea, just 1% rise in interest rate could cost you hundreds of dollars of mortgages in your monthly cost. And most of the people don't account for that. And another thing, unlike US, in Canada, we have terms that is 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or 5 years. So regardless, whatever the interest rate is right now, your term end date will come and the interest rate will be different at that point of time. So always be careful and look at the bigger picture before you decide to buy. The fourth one is rent is way cheaper and providing you stability. Now it may make sense to rent out if your rent is very cheap, especially if you get into rental before 2020 and your landlord have no intentions to sell that place. Many people believe that renting is throwing money away, but they don't understand that it does provide you a good flexibility, no headache of major property maintenance. And most often, based on the current price, you will end up paying roughly about 30 to 40% more in mortgage than your rent for the same house. And with that extra saving, you can invest somewhere where you can get a better yield provided you do that. I have a detailed video about rent versus buy, and I would highly recommend to watch that out after this video. It's worth it. And if you're currently renting and thinking about buying, definitely watch it. This is the major mistake, not stable financially and buying a house. Buying a house is a big decision and a huge expense. If you're still getting used to your new life in Canada, your money might not be very stable. You might not have enough saving or a steady income yet. It is very important to have a strong financial base before you make such large purchases. If your money is not stable, you might end up with a big problem later on. Waiting and renting can give you a time to build up your saving and make a smarter choice in future. I always recommend all of my clients to have an emergency fund in place that they can sustain the house for a couple of months in case of emergency like job loss or anything else. And once you are ready, only allocate no more than 35% of your income towards the housing. I have attached a calculator in the description which will give you a good idea about how much one should be spending on their housing needs. So in summary, if you're new to Canada and thinking about buying a house in 2025 for just period of a short time, you might want to wait. Take your time to learn about the market and build a strong financial foundation. Sometimes the best decision is to wait and watch. And remember, being smart with your money is more important than rushing into a big purchase. Thank you for watching, and once you are ready to purchase, I am here to help you out. I will see you in the next video.